Welcome investors! Today we'll be talking about Western Uranium and Vanadium Corporation because in one of the comments under my video, subscriber MD Wallish said to me to buy Western Uranium shares, so I took a closer look into this company. I'll compare Western Uranium with Energy Fuels. This comparison will be a little unconventional, but very simple to understand for everybody. In the end, I'll tell you my decision if I am buying some shares of Western Uranium. But before we start, like always, warning. I'm not a financial advisor or any kind of financial professional. Don't make any financial decisions based on this video because this can lead to financial disaster. Everybody's financial situation is different. Purpose of this video is to motivate you to think on your own and make decisions based on your own conclusions. You don't want to be a robot programmed by some random guy on YouTube. Read, study, analyze on your own, and don't agree with someone just because you like his or her videos on YouTube, especially in financial matters. Alright, let's do it. Western Uranium and Vanadium Corporation is a near-term producer of uranium and vanadium. This means that the company is not producing anything yet. Mines owned by Western Uranium were acquired in 2014 from Energy Fuels, and they are located in Utah and Colorado. The company has registered offices in Toronto, Canada. Its shares are listed in Canada on Canadian Stock Exchange under the symbol WUC, as well as in United States on the over-the-counter market under the symbol WSTRF. Its principal business is to acquire and develop the uranium and vanadium resource properties located in the western region of United States of America. George Glasier is the founder of Western Uranium and Vanadium Corporation and serves as a director, president, and chief executive officer. Mr. Glasier has over 40 years of experience in the uranium industry in the United States, with extensive experience in sales and marketing, project development, and permitting uranium processing facilities. He was the founder of Energy Fuels Incorporation and served as its chief executive officer and president from January 2006 to March 2010. He was responsible for assembling a first-class management team, acquiring a portfolio of uranium projects. Western Uranium and Vanadium market cap is around $25 million. So let's take a look right now in the chart of Western Vanadium and Uranium in comparison with Energy Fuels chart. And then after that, I would like to show you another charts of Afira and Aurora.
Energy Fuels chart and Western Uranium chart. 3 months chart. You can see that these charts are pretty similar looking. Let's take a look at the chart for 1 year. 1 year also looks very similar. Anytime there is a decline in Energy Fuels, there is also decline in Western Uranium. Right here, decline, up here, price going up, decline. So the charts look pretty similar. Let's take a look at the maximum time. Of course, Energy Fuels is much older company than Western Uranium. Western Uranium was created in 2014 Energy Fuels is company which has around 30 years, which is around 30 years old. So right here, you can also notice that those charts are pretty similar. Wherever there is an increase in price, both companies go up, and then if there is a decline, both companies go down. And the recent bull, I would say small bull market for uranium, both companies are going up. Of course, you can see that Energy Fuels is 48% up and Western Uranium is 52% down. But like I said, what I would like to point is that those charts look pretty similar. There is no significant discrepancy between those charts. And why I would like you to pay attention to this? Because right now I would like to show you completely different companies from completely different field. I would say I would like to show you chart of Afira and Aurora Cannabis. So let's take a look the same. For 3 months chart, they look pretty much the same. Let's take a look at the 1 year chart. Here we go. This looks different. This shows that one company, Aurora, goes down, Afira goes up. So this is significant discrepancy, and it shows you that these two companies are treated differently by investors. So basically, investors noticed that Aurora made so many mistakes and the stock price is lagging. Afira at the same time is going up. It's going up. Of course, here we have price slightly going down, but overall there is for 1 year, Afira is 47% up, Aurora is 62% down. Let's take a look at the maximum time frame. Again, you can see starting from 2017 to 2020, Aurora was rocking the boat. That was number one company in cannabis industry. And then when 2020 came in, here we go. We see reverse role. So Aurora slightly, I wouldn't say slightly, it's going down with the share price, and the Afira is going up. Why is it? Both the same industry, but two different management styles. But being very precise, Aurora, too many acquisitions, unnecessary acquisitions, paying too much for those acquisitions. Those years right here from 2019 to 2020, that was the year when there was so much hype about Aurora buying, acquiring new companies, but no one really looked at the price. And now, here we go. The true comes up. Aurora going down, Afira going up. I'm showing you this chart because I own both of those companies, and I keep the shares, both of them. But this is a good example to check if the company is doing similar to their peers from the industry. So Aurora is not doing so good. If we come back to the chart of Western Uranium, you can say that Western Uranium is doing pretty much the same as, I would say, I wouldn't say a leader, Energy Fuel, but US leader, because Energy Fuel is the leader in US market. So that's a good indication for, and that's a plus for management, that they didn't do any excessive acquisitions. uh, they are just doing good job on managing the assets. So that is a big plus in my opinion for Western Uranium and the Vanadium Corporation, because their chart is not much different than Energy Fuels. And this comparison and this analogy might sound very trivial for you, uh, but I think it's true, because if you analyze deeply what Aurora did, they just overbought, so spent so much money, and they had to do so many write-offs recently, and their stock is not doing so well. So right here you can see comparison for maximum time. Apfira is 875% up. Aurora is only 156% up. Of course, this is for those who bought on the beginning. How about for those who bought right here on, let's say, March 29, 2019? So it's down for those people who bought in 2019 in March. So that is my analogy of those two companies in uranium market. Their charts are pretty much similar, which is a good indication that management is doing good.
Western Uranium and Vanadium is a very small company with market cap only around $25 million. Shares are traded over the counter, which means that they are more risky than shares of the companies listed on New York Stock Exchange or Nasdaq. There are less regulations applying to companies sold over the counter. Less regulations means more potential to grow for the company and more rewards, but at the same time much more risk involved in investing in those companies, because you really don't know what exactly they are doing with your money. For me, buying shares of Energy Fuels, which is 17 times bigger than Western Uranium, is already a very risky investment. I think Energy Fuels is the most risky investment that I can make so far, and going for the company which is 17 times smaller, which is not producing anything yet, would be too much risk in my opinion. I would consider buying shares of Western Uranium if I was 20 years younger and have more time to recover my potential losses by working harder for a couple of years. But I'm already in the stage of my life where around half of my working years are already behind me. So I will not buy shares of Western Uranium because there is too much risk in buying shares in such a small company which is not producing anything yet. Mining business is very complicated and many things can happen, from owning the mine to starting actually making this mine operational and making this mine profitable. Please let me know what your opinion is about buying shares of Western Uranium and Vanadium Corporation. Would you consider buying the shares of this company? If yes or no, please let me know in the comments. I really appreciate all of your comments. Please share this video with your friends if you see any value in information you just heard. This will help me greatly to build this channel and provide you with more quality content. And if you are not a subscriber, please become subscriber so you don't miss any new videos coming out. Thank you very much for spending the time with me today. Stay healthy and well, and take care about your family.